Hello, good evening, and welcome to part 13 of our Deathless Randomizer series. We are currently in a pretty good spot. Mother... I still cannot seem to do this right. Also, I've messed up something here. That's... good enough. So I added the DLL I needed. First time. Launched the game. Forgot to open a bunch of stuff that's locked behind the game. Close and reopen it again. Forgot to add the DLL. The second time. That's not correct. What did you do? Okay. Are you in full screen? You're not supposed to be in full screen. You're supposed to be borderless windowed. That's also breaking a whole bunch of other shit. There we go. Back where it's supposed to be. Okay. Okay, now we should be good. Apologies for the tech difficulties. We're pretty deep in. I'm gonna show off. You can see the key items up here. I'm gonna double check and make sure I haven't missed any of those. I did. I forgot to notch off Karian inverted statue. So we have that as well. So yeah, we're pretty deep into the game here. We have 6 out of 7 great runes. We are level 104. We've been all the way to Ashen Capital. Yep. But we have a few checks left to do. What's up, Small? We have all of Underground. We have Sewers. We have Haligtree. And I believe... well, we have asked Kale for some assistance. Our next key item is in Nokron. So it's either going to be Goddar's Great Rune or Volcano Manor Key, or no, it should just be those things. Unless it still classifies the Pureblood Knight's Metal as... excuse me. If it classifies the Pureblood Knight's Metal still, it shouldn't count as an important item anymore, just because we already have access to Mogwin through the Haligtree medallion. We have both halves of the Haligtree medallion, so we can just go through consecrated snowfields and hit the teleporter. So hopefully we just find Godric's down here. Bing, bang, boom. We kill Elden Beast. We complete base game. We go to DLC. If we don't, then we begin the trek to figuring out where the fuck it actually is. Of all the locations to go here, I'm glad it's not Sewers, because the traversal to Sewers is much more gravity intensive right now. Hey, Luna. Because we have to go through the sewer grate in the middle of the Ashen Capital to get down there. We still have full access to the sewers, just not through normal means. Oh, that was a bit spooky. That guy. The Fingies. You may have gotten into Genshin because your partner likes it. Hell yeah. Congrats. Just don't spend money on it. That's all I can say. It's a fun game. Just don't spend a bunch of money on it. That's where people go wrong. Okay. Remembrance of the Impaler. Nice. I'm going to hold on to that one. It's only 30k runes, which is like half a level, and we can see what item it gives. What language do you play in? I wonder. Do you have it in English or in Japanese? English? Okay. I have heard nothing but good things about Shalonen's English performance. But I typically play in Japanese because I don't like the whole repeated voice lines in combat thing. And whereas, yes, it's still repeated voice lines in Japanese, I don't understand what they're saying, so it doesn't bother me at all. Whereas if I'm hearing them say stuff in English, I just hear them saying the same phrase over and over again. I'm like, oh my god, please shut up. Kaya is definitely a thirst trap. I will hear nothing beyond that. He absolutely is. Alright. If we could have our key item be off Mimic Tier here, that would be great. I mean, it's an anime game. Yeah, everybody's gonna be hot. There's no getting around that. Alright. Leonin Crusader, you say? Okay. Great. Stagger and hog. There's too many bell bearings in this game. Nah, you tried. I was trying to will it into existence, but I forgot how fast that loot pops up for this guy. No dice. Alright, well... we can do Regal Moose or Gargs first. I think I'm going to go for Regal Moose. It's just on the way to Gargs. We can take the path around. Sayu. Sayu's awesome. But did you know her English voice actor is Lily Pichu? Oh yeah, oh man. Beto's one of my favorite characters. She's so much fun. And yeah, Allegra Clark is the GOAT. I don't know a ton about the English voice actors, unfortunately. I know Alejandro Saab, I think that's his name? I think that's his last name. I might be misremembering. But the guy who did Ethelion's voice in Unicorn Overlord does Sino in Genshin in English. Cool Dragon Mask. Oh, Gaming? Yeah. Gaming's one of those characters I want to like, but I don't know, his playstyle doesn't mesh well with me. His visuals are crazy good, especially for a 4-star. Noelle, yeah. Noelle's a fun character. She's not very good, but she'll carry you through the early game. Just by virtue of being a tanky Claymore user. I do like the small women with comically large weapons trope. That's why I like the breakers so much in Unicorn Overlord. Alright. Oh, I didn't pick up the Grace out here. I'm gonna have to hit the light in here after we kill the boss. Whatever. Alright. Who is Regal Moose? It's a duelist. Looks like it's the pot duelist, if the things near his feet are what I think they are. Yeah, it is. You can lock onto him. Simply hyper armor. L2 the game. Much higher level than you. Oh, is that it? Was that our item? It was. Curse you, Kale! You sent me on a wild goose chase. Boo! Alright, well, we're back to Kale we go. I guess. Like, it just wants to tell me it's in Mogun Mausoleum, I'll go.
Wait, well, you'll...
Required item marker, overall area, 20k. Alright, where are we going? Is it underground again? Wait. Huh? Oh, no! Oh, it's the inverted tower. Oh, fuck you, game. Alright. Fine. Go to your stupid tower. Actually, this is the wrong race. Let's just go to Renala.
Where did he flee, my sweetings? Come out from whence he...
And despite being Pyro, Dea is hotter and less useful than both of them. Venti's a menace. Venti is one of the most wild lore figures in the game, and the fact that he just shows up as a little troll like that is insane to me. Alright. Oh, Turtle Pope is orange. Hail the Turtle Pope.
I am my opponent. Do you know how it came? Well, the shatter it is here by the matter, and so the earth. You are free. I would so if you find, unless in which case. Oh, very well. Heresy, all thing.
Oh, very well. Heresy, old thing. Ooh, Barrier of Gold. Nice. Expensive for a spell I can't even cast, but not bad.
Very well. Heresy, all thing.
To be fair, he says, yeah, go do a crime, but he's having you steal something that belongs to him. So, like, I don't know, is it really that big of a crime? Okay, time to get gravity cheesed. Fucking hate this place. Because Jean would absolutely say no. What do you mean? She's such a hard ass most of the time. Yeah. Plus, how are they going to introduce a stealth mechanic that just never comes back outside of, like, some limited events? If they don't let you stealth through the... They'll let you stealth through the church. If only you knew how pointless it really was. I still don't have a seal. Pro tip, don't fall. I will try. Here's the problem. There's stuff like this here. Where I jump down this ledge. And there's just a hole there. And then there's enemies in here as well, obviously. Can't have a tower without enemies. Other issue is, one of those enemies is an invader. It is Messmer. Hopefully, Messmer jumps off the ledge. Like an absolute buffoon. But I doubt that will happen. Also, here's another problem. There are enemies fucking everywhere here. I don't feel like dealing with them. I'm gonna go this way, where there seems to be a little less trolling going on. That big pink guy over there is a horned warrior that has, like, infinite hyper armor, so I'm just gonna leave and go over here. Ugh, boy. Nice poison mist. Okay. Okay, got him. Okay, invader's down. That's a big problem dealt with. So I'm okay with that. Excuse me, sir. Where is your ballista that you just shot? That is cheating. Okay. I don't remember which one of these is correct. Do I have any rainbow stones? Gotta have found some rainbow stones, right? No, can I craft them? One of these is the correct one to land on, the other one is death. Okay, I can land on that one safely. Which means the other one is death. I'm going to check. Yep. Crunchy ankles. Right. Okay. Dear God. They 20 most stressful seconds of my day right there. Okay. And that's it. That's the entire area. The problem is that area has an invader who can have some range spammy bullshit, can knock you off the ledge that you're fighting on. Thankfully, I got Malay Marai there, which is probably one of the most innocuous invaders you'll ever run into. And then we have the parkour section there, which can have other enemies on it that are large and can knock you off. So, God. Another remembrance, okay. Should you a Ghost concert movie? Oh, you've never... Oh, dude, Ghost is awesome. Oh, you know, honestly, that's fair. But I killed everything that was on that. I killed everything first, didn't I? I'm fairly certain I killed everything first. Oh, I ignored... Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, I'm an idiot. Alright, cool. Oh, no, I'm talking about the three that were in the dip there, not the ones that were off to the side where the pink guy was and stuff. The pink guys you have to get so close to aggro. The enemies that are normally there are hands, like the little crawly boys. They're kind of just like hanging on the wall, typically. And then when you get close to them, they jump down off the wall and start fighting you. So you have to get really close to aggro those guys. Right here, right now is... That's not the name of the song. I think that's Square Hammer is the name of that song. One of my favorites by them. This is the Volcano Manor key, isn't it? Huh? Oh! This is a check that I always forget. And that is the Albinoric village. I always forget that check. I literally just did the Guardian Inverted Statue Tower for actual zero reason. Jesus Christ. That is something else. Yeah, if I had fallen to my death, would I have finished the tower? I probably would have, just to show how it works. But yeah, if I had gotten there and it was the Gravity Stone Bell and or just a Golden Seed, that was the key item there, was just the Golden Seed. If I had gotten there and it was a Golden Seed, I would have been so pissed. I would have gone back to Kale and fucking throttled him. Rude as hell? Oh, Jesus. But, I'll tell you this. If I had done that and then gone back and seen that the thing was still there, I would never forget the village of the Albinorics again. Never, ever again. I'm still wearing this. Is there something better I could wear for this? Honestly, probably this now. I'll have to check the math on it, but maybe. We'll see. If it gives me another use of Taker's Flames. I don't think it does. It's a teachable moment right there. There's actually a lot of metal bands that play in like full get-ups like that. And Hollywood Undead doesn't do it anymore, but they used to wear like these full cloth face masks that would go over their whole face and head. Oh, hello, Gargoyle. Goodbye, Gargoyle. Baby Metal's band members used to play with, or all of the band members of Baby Metal wear like full, like skeleton morph suits while they play. And obviously the girls in Baby Metal are dressed up in their concert outfits too. But actually, one of the first times I saw HU play, they had, it was at Carolina Rebellion, and it was raining that year. What am I missing? What check did I miss? I mean, I guess I'll go through some of the more obscure ones just to make sure, but I mean, we got the Golden Seed down here in the Academy Town. That's one that's pretty easy to skip over. But there's not a boss that I left on purpose, did I? There's no way. And I picked up that item there, which makes me believe I've come down to this seat already. Yeah, the item on that banister is missing, too. So I've definitely come down here. So it's not this. I'm gonna go and make sure. Yeah, nothing here. Jeez. Yeah, I typically come here as soon as I take the first teleport. I went up to the 4 belfries. We talked to EG. Let me recheck EG's inventory. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, but yeah, Luna, if you like performances at a rock show, Ghost puts on a hell of a performance. Okay, it's not EG. We've talked to Padilla. We killed Loretta. We did Precipice. We got the Golden Seed on the way to Precipice. I went to Church of Inhibition. I legit can't think of what I'm missing here. There's no key item checks in the Lunar Estate up here at the Cathedral of Manicelis. Like, there's no key items up here. Let me go back to Roundtable and buy all the key items that I haven't got. Like, if there's like a Dectus half or something on a merchant there, that might be the issue. That might be what it's trying to get me to get. So, oh hey, we can buy this rune for 800 runes. I'm gonna do that. That's just good. That's just good value right there. Okay, so it's gonna be one of these. So I think there is a Dectus half hanging out on one of these that I just haven't bought yet. Yeah, there's the Howling Tree half. Was that it? That. Okay. All right. Note to self. Now we're learning. We're learning. don't buy tips from Kale if I haven't emptied the vendors out of their items yet. Alright, is it snowfields related? Is it Moglin? No. It's in Shifra River. Okay. Shifra River it is. Mistwood, right here. Well, there's a handful of checks in Shifra River. There's two plus a merchant. There's the Golden Seed, the regular moose, and the merchant. I'm just going to beeline it for the merchant, because that's the highest percentage chance of finding an item. I mean, look, you don't have to know anything about the game. The only reason Small knows anything about this game is because they've watched me play this for hours on end. And I do nothing but yap about the game while I play. Alright. Putting my controller down so I don't touch a button and accidentally hop off. Hold on. I gotta rotate it. Very gently. There we go. You gotta get the drip. You gotta get the Megamind in full view here. I mean, honestly, Small, it's more memorization than anything. Because when I first started doing the randomizer, I literally kept a window open on my second monitor, right there, it just had the list of all the key item checks. Just so I could learn where they were. And over hundreds of hours of randomizers, I have memorized where most of them are. Alright, we have landed. And honestly, in this situation, if you had memorized all of them, you would have gone through the list with me and been like, oh yeah, no. Yeah, you got everything. I literally just hadn't bought it from the vendor. Thanks, crab. Nice. But again, yeah, I've not run into this situation before, because in my other Deathless runs, I just kind of ran into these things naturally. I didn't have to go in-depth digging for finding where they were, and these, like, this little check here, this little check there. And I've never actually used Kale for this before. What's on my head? It's called Fashion. It's my lovely hat. Thank you. I have the 5 head. See, this one has to be the 5 head because there is a helmet that's very similar to this that's big and blue. So that's obviously the Megamind. Alright, Kale. Hopefully this merchant has what I need. Exactly. Oh hey, this is a unique NPC. That Fire Knight with that mask on that looks fucking stupid is a 1 out of 1 NPC. He's only spawns in the... excuse me, sir. Hey. Get off my ladder. bitch. But he only spawns in the church district in the DLC with a bunch of zombies. There are other Fire Knights. Oh boy, are there plenty of other Fire Knights.
A customer.
By Jove, we've done it, lads. We have acquired Godric's Great Rune. Okay. I'll go grab this too while I'm here. And another Somber 10. Alright, that's it. 7 out of 7. We're gonna go kill Elden Beast.
So, next time.
And head to the DLC. 2.5 hours to the run. Listen, you. We could have had this 30 minutes into the run if we just came down here. But I didn't. Am I really in combat with something down there? Is this what we're doing? What are you? Oh, it's you. You know? I'm not surprised that that didn't work, but I'm upset that it didn't work. Oh, hi. Ugh. Spooky doggo. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. What is all this? What is all this? Some bullshit. Yeah, I mean, I do typically come down to Shifra after I do all the standard checks. The problem is, I didn't this time. Ooh, Iron Greatsword. That's actually a really good weapon. That would, if I hadn't already invested into the Sword Lance as my secondary holy option, Iron Greatsword's actually a really, really good option for that. Alright. Debating if I want to go respec and activate Godric's. Or just stick with Morgoth's. Morgoth's does give me the funny haha big health pool. But Godric's gives me a lot of stats. Well, let's go kill Elden Beast first. To the Elden Throne. It has occurred to me now that I'm going to have to find a way to track my Messmer shards. I don't have a program for that. So, I might just add like a little text thing or something. Yeah, let's get to it. Oh, hi, O'Neill. Oh, hey, tanky boy. That reached me? Do I make it for the riposte? Hell yeah. Nice. Oh, I was out of stamina, you bitches. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Get me out of there. Okay. Oh. Stop that. That hit me for half my health in one hit. Okay. So what's funny is these guys are super weak to fire, but they're standing in water, and they're incredibly high-scaled through the area here. Okay, that was some spooky damage to take. Oh, hey, prayer book. That's actually nice. Alright. Relatively free 500k. We had a couple of spooky moments for a second there, but that's not bad. That pest thread's hitting me for like half my health was not on my radar, but, you know. That's how it goes. Exactly, right, yeah. It's only 2-shot. Not a big deal. $30. Okay. Alright, we're off to the DLC. So let's head down to... Oh. You know, I kind of have to clear Mogwin, too, huh? Well, we just picked up the Pureblood Knight's Medal. Oh, well, before I do that, we go back to the round table. I have 2 remembrances to check. See if those items are worth a buck. And if they're not, we have some extra money we can grab a couple levels off of. Okay, unironically, Prayerful Strikes is a really good Ash of War. We would just need a big bonker to put it on. So I'm gonna grab that. We got the Zweihander here. Nothing else really. So let me check and see what prayer. So, you know how Taker's Flame, so I hold the sword up, do the slam down, and then anything that gets hit by the fire projectile heals me? Prayerful Strike is a similar thing, except whenever I press L2, it just heals me for 30% of my health whenever I bonk something in front of me. So, let me see if I can put Prayerful Strike on anything. I think Omen Killer Cleaver is probably the only one we could use that's worth it. And I mean, Omen Killer Cleaver is not a bad weapon. It's got solid AR, it's got bleed, passive. It doesn't seem to retain its strength scaling with Sacred Effusion. Yeah, I think we'll probably stick with this. What's number Killer Cleaver? No. It's what we actually wound up on in a previous run. We had something else that had a similar Ash of War to it. I can't remember for the life of me, though. But we wound up on the Omen Killer Cleaver after we ran into Somber issues. We didn't have Somber Stones, but we had Smithing Stones. So we were able to level up the Omen Killer Cleaver. I just don't remember what weapon it was that we had. It was very similar to Vacuum Slice, so I wound up putting Vacuum Slice on the Only Killer Cleaver. It wasn't the Gargoyle Sword. Yeah, I don't remember. Alright, which one do you use the Angie Boy? Is it you? Dragon Katana. Yes! Yes, it was the Dragon Hunter's Great Katana. Okay. That's fine. There are specific few enemies here that are aggressive. Oh. This guy being one of them is hilarious. Okay, I think we're good here. Yeah. I don't have a lantern. That's interesting. Guess we're going in blind. Literally. Alien baby jump scare. Actually, it got an arc. Not gonna lie. Welcome to Mowgli.
Are you here as a customer?
Do I need a golden seed? How many flasks do I have? Am I capped? No, I need one more. Yeah, okay. Well, that'll do it too, because I have 4 seeds already. Thanks, pal. I'm hoping really hard that we find some good talismans in the DLC. Because honestly, do not have that many good talismans. Talismans are mediocre at best. I'm gonna check the seed over here. There's a key item over this ledge on a body. It could be a sacred tier, it's the only reason I'm going. Math on which talisman's better? For what? Oh, right. Yeah. I need to check that too. Basically, I need to see if this gives me an extra cast of Taker's Flames or not. Thank you for reminding me. It's gold. Okay. Alright. So, I'm going to take it off to start with. We'll just leave on that again. Let's see how many times we get this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so we're at a solid 4. Slap this on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it does. Okay, 5. Nice. Alright, so I guess we'll use that over the magic resistance talisman. And then, if we run into something that we have an elemental negation we want to swap on, we can just trade out the madness charm, I guess. That's good stuff. Well, that's good, because the no backseating tag is gone for now. but I reserve the right to call you dumb if your backseating is wrong. Just so you know. Red Bear. Lord of Blood. This could actually be really problematic. I'm gonna hope to catch this guy in an input read loop. Okay, never mind. He just almost fucked me up. He's so tanky. That's true. I mean, yeah, you can't be wrong if you're always right. I don't know if you knew that or not. Phase 2 is when the flask comes out, I see. Okay, yeah, this guy is being a menace right now. So he knows he's out of flasks. Nice. Okay. Yep, seeds. Okay. Another solid 420. We are in the DLC, fellas. It's time. I'm gonna crank up some more endurance. It's not necessary, but it's gonna be helpful, I feel. It makes me really sad that I can't wear those. Sup, Letta?
Were you guided here by kindly Mikkel? I am Leda. Touch the way to the realm. I can pick like.
Alright. Off we go. See if I can add like a text box or something to my overlay real quick. And just do that for the Messmer shards. Let's go with new layer text. New text. Okay. Text. Shards. Oh, that's huge. Okay. 0 out of 15. Okay, let's, make that a reasonable size. Bring that over here. Go. Sure. That's fine. It'll do. It's actually should be 20, but that's okay too. How do I edit that? Lock that in place. Properties. Okay, yeah. 20. Okay. I'm just going to leave that over here. Get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. We're done with the base game. Okay. like how that's centered. Let me put it up here. Good enough. Alright. Welcome to the Land of Shadow. Wear it on my shirt. No, I'm good. If I was wearing... No, I mean, honestly, the white in it would make it really hard to read. Okay. So, we got a handful of early pickups to get. There's a... I think it's a... Normally a... I forget what they're called. The spirit fragments from the... For the spirit ashes. Over there, there's another one in there. We'll head down to the church first. This is going to be the true test of how the randomizer scaling looks, though, because until we get some Skidoo fragments under our belt, we're going to be getting absolutely rocked by, like, everything. But once we start getting some Skidoo, we're going to get invincible pretty fucking fast. And by invincible, I mean marginally safe. Alright, what we got in here? Dude. Okay, damage is looking pretty hot still. Great, yeah, Revered Spirit Ash is not what we want. It makes Torrent tankier, I guess, but yeah, it's not really what we're after here. So we'll port back up here. Go check the other side. Yeah, so in the base game, we had to find 2 Great Runes before we had access to Capital. Then we had to find 4 Great Runes before we had access to Mountaintops. And then finally 7 Great Runes before we had access to the final boss. And we had to find those Great Runes through various checks along the way. In the DLC, we have to find Messmer Kindling shards. The Messmer Kindling shards will allow us to burn down the Sealing Tree in Rao Ruins by Romina, wherever, right up here. So burn the Sealing Tree here, which will give us access to Enter Elim and the final boss of the DLC. There are key item checks strewn all about here. I know where most of them are. I'm not going to lie and pretend like I'm good, like I know where they all are, so I will likely be looking at a map at some point. But we have a handful of checks that we can pick up quite early on without hitting any... without fighting any enemies, much less bosses. So we're going to go pick up a lot of things off the ground, and then we're probably going to head straight to Ballarat. I'm not going to do any sort of like speedrun skips or anything like that, because there's a ton of like wall climbing skips in the DLC. I'm not going to do any of that. Vanish Knight. So we're going to follow the critical path for the most part. Okay, well that's... I would like to see many more Skidoo fragments than I'm seeing right now. Excuse me. You are shooting at me and shouldn't be. There's a pot guy over here. I believe it's that enemy right there that should have my Skidoo fragment. It's not a Skidoo fragment. Okay. I'm gonna make it nighttime before we run past that golem there. Oh yeah, we got some Revered Spirit Ash. And make it nighttime. It'll just make him harder to detect us. Like, it'll make us harder to detect by the golem. Especially since we need to get right past him, basically. We're gonna take the long way around so he doesn't aggro. Okay. Looks like we're good. There's the cross with the NPCs. We're also going to need to make sure to summon the Horn Scent into Messmer's fight so that we can invade and kill him with Leda. So that he can be removed from the... Yes! Skidoo! Also Freya with the Rolana drip. I dig it. Wait, hold on. Freya has on Rolana's armor. And Horn Scent has on Renala's hat.
Ah, you're that tarn. I am Freya. In battle.
In battle. Very nice. We'd love to see it. Give me some items.
But understand the Earth Tree, I believe, but never. If Mikkel these, I urge you, as long as you.
Okay. Would like to point out, still do not have a Sacred Seal. I've made it through the entire base game. And now into the DLC without running into a Sacred Seal. Now obviously I haven't done the entire base game, but we've done a lot of it. So there's a spirit fragment in the abandoned village up here. So we can go get that. We can also poke in on the Ghost Flame Dragon and see what boss that is. I am interested to know what boss is over here. It's the Crystallian with the infinite aggro range again. What the fuck? It's so far away. I mean, I'm gonna come kill it. It's a Crystallian. It's free money. But, like, what the fuck? That didn't even hurt. Yeah, like, I don't understand why this one Crystallian has such high range of aggro. Like, it just makes no sense. It's only 100k. Blurty Slash. And a pot. Honestly, the crack pot's probably the best part of that. Bloody Slash is not a bad Ash of War. It's just directly outclassed by Bloodblade in basically every scenario. I'm gonna grab the Grace here so I remember that I've come to this village, because I will certainly forget. Here's another thing about the DLCs. There's a lot of gravity in the DLC too, which I'm not a fan of. Welcome back, Luna. You're a fan of gravity? I don't have any. Sad. It's good. Amazing visuals, true. Very true. It's very number soup on the screen early on, or later on, excuse me. There's a lot of, when you get into the later game and you start building actual team comps, you have a lot of off-field damage dealers that are doing damage a lot. and your on-field damage dealer is also dealing damage, and you just wind up having numbers everywhere, to the point where it can actually reduce your computer's performance because there's so many numbers on the screen. It's obviously pretty extreme that that ever happens, but it can happen, which is the wild part. Alright, what is up, Ansbach? Let's go do.
You must be the time but now I'm hardy, which is why to discern I'd rather.
Mm-hmm.
They are a kid. If you discover, be certain. I presume you just what. If be certain, I presume just what.
Okay. Talk to more here.
Together, many things.
Together. Let me get them skidoos, please. Okay.
For you, things.
Alright. Alright, that should be at least 2 more levels. Oh yeah. Blessing level 3. And now what these skidoo level blessings give is, you see the numbers in yellow here? They're increasing my damage output and reducing my damage intake. So currently, I'm sitting at, like, if I leave, I'm just going to go back to the round table and show this. I had about 40% physical damage negation, about 35 magic, and my AR on my weapon was 889. And you see now, the AR on my weapon is 711, and I have about 26% negation for the other things. Right there. I had 26% physical, about 20% magic, 20 to 23. So already, those Shadow Tree Blessing levels are coming in huge. Yeah, at level 3. Now, they are front-loaded. You get a lot more bonus from them early on than you do from the later ones. There's a soft cap around level 12 where you start getting a much lower amount than prior, but it's very important to get these early on. Hu Tao is based on jumping zombies. I have no idea. Hu Tao is a character that seems really one note to start with, but actually is much better. I don't know. I am not giving that item. I'm never happy to see a Revered Spirit Ash. Like, I always want it to be... I always want it to be a Skidoo Fragment. But here we are, leveling up Torrent. Okay. I think we're going to go down to Tialia here. So we're going to head this way, and then go through this little crevice here. We'll go to Tialia, and then we can go grab the Grace by ADM, but we're not going to do Ancient Dragon Man yet. So, Small, the... Oh, dear. Run perpendicular. Right up here, this item that I'm about to pick up behind this ant is usually the rebar stick. That's where you pick it up at. The Pyro Archon, Mavlika. Yeah. Incredible design. Incredibly strong character, too. Oh, it's orange. Let's go! First Kindling Shard. Have a seat at this fire. We got 1 Kindling Shard.
Tani. Lady let us another Tani. My name is I too. So, here's to new big... well, I'm not as weak as I've always been. I'm afraid the... Sorry.
Nothing. Well, I can't say nothing. Knight Rider's Blade is a really strong weapon. I don't believe I'll be doing anything with it, though.
Just give me...
Do you have any more dialogue? Let me go see if I can get more to talk about you. Give me an item because I've met you. So, I don't know if you care about character power levels at all, Luna, but one of the characters on banner right now is called Nuvalet. Nuvalet is widely considered to be probably the strongest carry in the game. And
give this. He asked me.
Mavlika in the beta was significantly stronger than he was. And after about 3 rounds of beta nerfs, they've brought her down to Nuvalet's power level. Which is a wild sentence to say to me, because Nuvalet's so powerful that having to be brought down to his level is insane. It's truly wild to me. Alright, we're gonna scale some cliffs here. I'm skipping past a lot of items here. Just because, like, that one right there was near a ledge, and there was an enemy that hits kind of hard. I don't want to get knocked off that ledge and die. Could it have been a talisman? Yeah, sure. Are talismans what I'm after? 100%. But not happening. There's always been a problem I've had with Nuvalet's design, and it's that his boots, like it's such a niche thing, but his boots are like way too tall, like way too long. Shard. I can't yell shard like I yell skidoo. It's just not as good. Guy loses eye. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think so, but I'm not 100% certain. Hello, friend. Thanks for that. 5 dragon hearts? What a G. Church of Benediction, I think, has something in it. If you can go into the go into the shop and check his skins. Check and see if his skin has the eye patch too. If so, I think he did lose it. But there's a decent amount of Genshin lore that's buried in like external comics and not the actual game. Is there a better way to get down there than just jumping? Like, is there another way to get down? I would like to not have to just jump off the cliff here. But I legitimately don't think you can otherwise. I don't think there's a tunnel or something you can go through to get there. Okay, well, I guess we're just jumping down, huh? Oh, wait, hold on. Can I go... Oh, yeah, how do I get through there? Yeah, okay, we're not jumping down. Nice. Oh, there's another enemy. I thought I got hit by him again after he died. I was so confused. Okay. Okay. Cool. Welcome to the church. Actually, now that I think about it, the Church of Benediction is not a key item check. Now that I've made my way all the way down here. This is usually the Blessed Blue Dew Talisman, that is obviously not an important item. It's a very good item. Probably one of the best talismans in the game. It's not important. Oh, well, it was a bunch of items, at least, that we got. I'm already at Pulp Map. This is... Buh. Alright, other monitors having a seizure. That, I want Revered Spirit Ash and Skidoos. Okay. There is a Skidoo over here. Oh, Lisa doesn't stop flirting with you. Just so you're aware. Oh, dude, congrats. Fischl is one of the best characters in the game. And I'm not joking about that in the slightest. Like, she is actually just fantastic. She single-handedly enables, like, multiple archetypes. Shit. One of these enemies is a Shadow Pot guy, and I don't know which one. So I guess I'm just gonna have to murder everything until an item pops up. Well, that might have been it. Alright, so that is everything over here, looks like. I think you're going to find that a lot of characters in Genshin are blue in some way. There's quite a few that have some sort of either blue motif, blue patterning, or just full-on blue design. Oh, I already got this. Well, I didn't get this item. Yeah, I kind of feel like that too, Small. How much I like units in, like, Fire Emblem games, for example, has a lot to do with how useful they are. Like, I know people who, in Awakening, love Virion. They think Virion's awesome, they love Virion. I've never deployed Virion past his, like, first 2 chapters that he's available. Don't know him, don't care about him. He's dead space to me. But I'm sure there's plenty of people who love to use Virion and like his supports and stuff like that, but I've legitimately just never used him. Same thing with, like, Sully. I think that's her name. The red Cav. The red of the Christmas Cavs. Again, never really used her because the early game of Lunatic was so rough that I could never get her off the ground. Same thing with Stahl. Okay, this is just kind of a problem. Egon's having a good time, I promise. Forced to use Sully because Kael is so good. I mean, that's another thing. It's like, for me, I love Pan. Because I used Wyvern Pan in my run, and Wyvern Pan was, like, really fucking good. I loved using Yarn, even though I could not stand his personality. Because Yarn was Pan's son, and Pan was really good. So Yarn was really good. God. Yeah, he was certainly something else. Okay. Are there many more checks I can get pre-Castle Ensis? Or, pre-Bellarat, sorry. There is a Revered Spirit Ash over here. Oh no, that's in the river, isn't it? Yeah, it's near the Elak River Grace, so never mind. Can't get that. There's the cross inside Castle Ensis, and then there's all the checks inside Bellarat. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inside Bellarat. 6, 7. Maybe. That 7th one might be in Enter Ellum. But yeah, that's where we're at. Okay. What does the number on... so basically, when you build up the numbers using her charged attack, you can then use her hold E. If you hold the E down, it'll... her elemental skill. If you hold her elemental skill, it'll, like, open up a little ring, and then whenever the lightning strikes down after you release the elemental skill, it'll deal more damage based on the numbers that are on the target. Lisa is unfortunately a very niche unit that I know about because I like building units that are bad and then using them to clear content with. So not a lot of people know what Lisa's abilities do, to be fair. I think of all the starting units, Kaya is probably the strongest. Should be safe to pick up the items up here now. Let's go to... I'm gonna go this way, because there's a Deathlight guy on the stairs over there that I don't feel like fucking with. But I support your love of Lisa's design. I also love Lisa's design. Alright, here's where shit gets real fucky. Bellarat has some enemy formations of all time, we'll say. Another Skidoo, let's go. I just love seeing those yellow numbers go up, man. Oh, it's so good. Oh, yeah. Shilonen is probably like my second or third favorite design in the game. Really? I'm busy staring listfully at the two fuckwads on the bridge up there. You're making it real hard for me. Yep, leave. I have to get across that bridge at some point. That's going to be troublesome. Holy tanky wolf Batman. Jesus. That's a regular ass enemy. It's not even like an elite. It's literally just a regular enemy. Excuse me? What do you think you're doing down here? There's something behind me. Oh, it's just a little guy. Hope you hit hard. Ow. Stagger. Oh! He screamed in my ears. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Lord of Blood's Exaltation is certainly a really good talisman for a bleed build. Yeah, I wouldn't get too wrapped up in rushing the Archon quests. You want to do them, and you want to do them as early as you can, but they are level restricted, so I wouldn't go too hard into it early on. There we go. Gobblers. Anyway, that's the, I have to get across here. Actually, I have to get across here once I find the key. Ow. So I'm pretty sure the Grafted Scion jumped off the ledge. So that's nice for me. But this is locked. Yeah. Okay. Haven't spent any money. Good. I mean, I'll always say this. If you enjoy a game enough, support the developers. Genshin is not one of those developers that needs your support. Sorry. There are people who spend tens of thousands of dollars every banner getting new characters and maxing them out, and it's just completely unnecessary. there's something you really want and you have disposable income, go for it. I'm not here to tell you how to spend your money, but it is a game that's trying to promote gambling.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all
So
meet
maybe
death in the embrace.
don't fall for that. Sanguini Noble. Stamina. Yeah, I mean, you get a lot of free stuff in the game. Make sure you do your dailies. That's really all there is to it. You really want to just, like, get materials. Spend your res and do your dailies, do the Archon quests, do the events when they come up. It's pretty standard fare for any gacha game. Yeah, that's fine too. Like, I believe it's a good game, but it does have predatory monetization that I don't agree with. So I don't spend money on it. And I recommend nobody spends money on it. Cat. Oh, what is the liquid pouring down? You don't want to know. Yeah. We can say it's chocolate. The gold mask? Yeah, we have the sunflower face now. Am I pretty? Do you like my sunflower seed spots? Like, you can't beat this. Like, there's no beating this trip. I'm sorry. It unfortunately can't stay. I hear the abductor urgent, but I don't see the abductor urgent. Here's one of the big problems with Ballarat in general, is these areas right here where there's like these swarms of enemies. These can be some bullshit enemies that are all stacked up, but in the base game, they're just little tiny scorpions. Just little guys coming to get you. I found the abductor version. That did a lot more damage than I expected it to. Oh yeah, the elemental reaction system is a core gameplay mechanic, and that's the only reason I've kept playing the game, honestly. Remembrance of the Twin Moon Night. Love it. And just the fact that the moment-to-moment gameplay of Genshin is just satisfying. Like, the character's abilities and skills feel satisfying to use. They feel super fluid and smooth. So, yes, it is Shadow. Technically Shadow. But yeah, it functionally is Shadow Tree Blessings that we're picking up, but I like saying Skidoo. It's funnier that way. Okay, I think this is a shortcut back down to the start, which I'll open, but I'm not going to activate because I don't really need to. Resource-wise, I'm fine. Got 4 blue still. Surreal for the Archons to see statues of themselves? I would imagine not. I would think that the statues were built when they were still, like, in a high position of power. People do that shit all the time. Yes, I run this country. You have my permission to erect a statue in my likeness, so that all may see my splendor, regardless of my being around or not. Skidoo? Fuck. So it's funny because some of the Archons functionally were dictators. / still are dictators. Raiden Shogun. Bitch. Throw a rock at me. I mean, there is a little bit wrong with some dictating. Alright, there's another Messmer shard there, hopefully. But as a tree. I don't know. Alright, shard and a skidoo. Let's go. Alright, so we're up to 2 shards. I think. Did I miss one earlier? I did. We're up to 3 shards. Yeah, I think I was in the middle of something and couldn't tab over. 3 shards. Alright. So as long as we're about 5 Skidoo, I'm pretty comfortable fighting Dansklion here. Dansklion replacement, whatever it is. We should be tanky enough. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. Having a bad time from splitting your attention? Well, hey, if you got other stuff to do, you don't have to... You certainly don't have to keep up with my Spirit Ash blessings or whatever. Skidoo tree blessings. Beautiful. I'm gonna pump quite a bit of faith here Because we've already got 5... we've already got 5 Taker's Flames per bar. So if anything can survive 25 Taker's Flames, 30 Taker's Flames, because I have my base bar plus 5 more bars, they deserve it, first off. Second, we also would just have a fallback, I guess. No, I don't want to go in. I don't want to go in. I don't want to go in. We're going to come back for that. Maybe. Bullet just whizzed straight past my head. That is Phase 2 Promised Consort in the DLC. Fuck that. I'm going to Castellensis. It literally can't be worse than that. Aww. Hey, that's a holy damage option. It's somber. It also promotes the multi-hit talismans we've been using. What's your requirements looking like, Euphoria? I meet the requirements for everything. I mean, I am a Euphoria enjoyer. Would just need to go buy a Somber 1. We can go level it all the way up to 10. It's solid. I'm here for it. I'm about it. Also, what's up, Chris? Welcome, welcome. That was horribly off-center, and we just got eaten up by the stairs. Ow. My face. Oh, Jesus. Hi. Okay. We do a Milady check or two. I'm here for it. I think we're at a glut of weapons at the moment, though. So, there's good news and bad news about Consort being there. Good news is much lower scaled than normal, which is great. Bad news is, if we avoid killing Promised Consort... Sorry, I'm going to change this real quick. I only need to find 15 out of 20 shards. There are 20 shards in total, which is why I put the 20 there to begin with. I only require 15 to access the ceiling tree. Main gosh. Let's go to X2! Oh. Jump scare. Actually true. Like, I'm glad I was paying attention when that door opened. Valks is also a really good weapon. God, dude, we're getting spoiled with good DLC weapons here. That. Don't worry about that. Got him, huh? Oh, hey. Now I don't have to buy the Somber 1. Save myself a whole, like, 1,600 monies. Blasted. Yeah, my face dropped. That was the end of the run right there if I had to go inside. Or maybe... Memory of Grace. Drop all my money and go elsewhere. If anything. But, like... Look, I am pretty good at Promised Consort. I'm not great. But I'm not confident in one-shotting him. Especially, like, if I'm at... Like, if I'm at the same investment, I've got, like, a 50-50 shot of doing it. And if my parry timings are good, and I'm really on point, then yeah. Whoa! The fuck are you doing here, ADM? Like, I know you're Moonrithel right now, but why are you here? Moonrithel should be up there waiting. So, keep in mind where we're standing right now. In that room is where we had to fight that invader. When I get to where the invader's supposed to be standing, I'll let you know. Skeleton said, hey yo, fuck that boxes. Ah. Rat. Found so many remembrances, too. Yeah, little fish guy does cartwheels. Okay, this right here. Right here. This is where the invader's standing waiting for you. So he ran all the way down there. Through here. This little gate. Past all those guys. Across the bridge. And into that other room just to come fight me. From all the way up there. Yeah. ADM's a hater, man. I'm telling you. Not to mention, Moonrithil's aggro radius is really small. Like, you can walk, like, up here. You can just walk up this way, and around this side, and just walk through the other door there, and never have to interact with Moonrithil at all. I don't think I need to go this way. Yeah, you just walk through here, go around here, and he just stands there. You just walk completely around him. Oh, hi. Barbed Staff Spear is also a really good holy option. And it's a great spear. Ash of War is not quite as good as Euphoria Vortex, but it is spammable at ranged, I guess. But we already have a ranged spam Ash of War. We already have a range spam Ash of War in Taker's Flame, so it's not really a consideration. Also have Sacred Blade, too. I'm not too concerned about actually fighting these guys. They're distracted by the sound my sword made anyway. This is true stealth gameplay right here. Bye, have a great time. Alright, so this is a check. Let's go to... Look at this dude in his piss yellow robes. Okay, so here's the fun thing about Castle Ensis. Castle Ensis has higher the bosses of both of these first areas, both Dancing Lion, which is currently Promised Consort Radon, and Rolana, which we don't know who that is yet, have higher scaling than their actual zones. So Belorat and the Gravesite Plains all have the base scaling for the DLC. The next zone up is Castle Ensis. The boss of Belorat has the same scaling as Castle Ensis. And the boss of Castle Ensis has the same scaling as the Shadow Keep. So this will be fun. But I mean, literally can't be worse than Promised Consort. So I'm gonna call this probably a dub. We're gonna see. I mean, there are plenty of bosses that can kill me. There are plenty of bosses that can have some wild damage come out of nowhere. Ancient Hero of Zamor is not on my radar for bosses that are gonna kill me. Especially with how much damage that did while he's standing. You should stagger coming straight out of this. As soon as he's able to move again. Oh, never mind. Okay. Okay, dude. Excuse the fuck out of you, I'm dying. I talk shit. Oh, he's not on my radar for bosses that'll kill me. For sure. That. Oh, I missed. Bah. Alright, cool. You were hoping for Consort 1? That's rude. Skidoo. X2. Okay. That should be level. Mo damage. Yes. Alright. Welcome to Skidoo Altus, where we have access to basically the rest of the game. Ash. Crimson Burst Dry Tier.
I found...
Man. Alright. Well, Church of the Crusade is first. I don't want to go up to Shadowkeep yet, so we'll probably come down to Dryleaf Dane after that. There's also one here, so let's mark this little camp and this cross. And we'll go from there. Because these are all just standard pickups. No shenaniganry. I guess there is an invasion here, but the randomizer just lets you ignore most invasions. You can just run past them on your torrent. Like, they don't dismount you. So. I do have some great shields, but I don't have any, like, of the best great shields. It's orange. Alright.
Not evade the flame of Messmer.
Margrum. Got that much. Alright, so we got another shard and a skidoo. I'm gonna run until that prompt goes away that says I've been invaded. I want this guy to, like, randomly catch up to me, knock me off my horse, and one-shot me or some shit. Okay. 4 shards. And something we're going to find in the DLC that I'm just going to be very transparent about right now. I'm likely going to stop and kill a lot of stuff. We have a really good setup. Unless I walk in here and I just don't see anything to fight. Like, there's a dog and a little hand. I'll fight them, I guess. But there's, like, a rot nipple, and I mean, you're actually being kind of a fuck, Mr. Doggo. But yeah, there's a lot of things that just will straight out kill me. If I just run past them, get knocked off my horse, and get stuck on the ground for a while. So, just not gonna do it. Alright, we'll not be fighting dry leafing. 2 skidoos again! Let's go. Is that 2 level ups we got chilling now? Yeah, alright, skidoo 9 is actually huge. Like, we're sitting at like 55% physical negation. You see a 1150 AR on the weapon. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. Alright. There is this enemy right here. Can drop a skidoo fragment. Did not. We could go down to Bonnieville. Let me go back to the Grace here and chill and take a look at the map. Because we got a lot of checks we can do. I don't think there's anything I particularly want to do before breaking Miquella's Great Rune. So we got the Crossing Castle Ensis, and then the one after there. We haven't gotten the one up here yet. We'll get that on the way to Shadowkeep. But yeah, we've got one here-ish. Like, I'm just going to mark it, like, right around here. I'll run through it on the way up. We got the one there. We got the 2 from Golden Hippo replacement. We got the 2 that are down here. There's one, and the one that's over here. So there's 2 Revered Spirit Ash checks in Bonnie Village, plus the path to Ancient Rao Ruin. Let's go to Rao Ruins first. Yeah, I'm here for Rao Ruins first. There's a little lake up here. There's a statue in front of it. We go down to the Rao Ruins. Pick up the brace down there. Get some more skidoo. Skidoo? Ooh. Pants. Ooh. But yeah, once we get to about 12 skidoo, we're pretty solid for the DLC. The thing is, we're on the hunt for kindling shards right now. Like, we're not just looking for skidoo fragments. And we will find Skidoo fragments along the way. Because the replacements that kindling shards can be on, Skidoo fragments can also be on. Bird! Wow, that did no damage. Are you kidding me? This guy's a wuss. This is what I was talking about when I said that your damage reductions get kind of out of control in the DLC, though. Like, I'm going to take off all my armor here at the Grace. I just got to show off what my damage negations look like. Typically, if you have no armor on, your damage negations will be 0 across the board. As one would expect. Wipe my face away for a second. So I'm sitting at 55 physical and 52 magic. The fire and lightning are shifted around a bit because it's raining. If I take off all my armor, I have 37% negation to everything. Which is wild. Alright. I'm back. Let's see here. Is there a fragment over by this forge? No. Actually, there's like no fragments down here. We can go all the way down to here. There's a fragment here in this building, and then another one. Is that accessible from this side? South of the Temple Town ruins. Yeah, I guess it's accessible here. Yeah, we can go do this. I guess there's two checks that way, and we don't have to fight anything. Sorry, I say we don't have to fight anything. There's actually a fuck ton of enemies around the first shard that are usually little shadow mans. So we'll probably be fine. Maybe. I'm still, like, heavily contemplating going to activate Radahn's Great Rune. Or not Radahn's, Godric's. But yeah, like, and then I think about it and I'm like, no, but it's like, what am I getting? Like, 5 mind and I'm losing a bunch of HP? Like, it's just not worth it, right? Like, my health would go down by legit almost 400 points. So the base vigor for 60, or the base HP for Vig at 60 is like 1900. And we have almost 2400. So we'd be losing over 400 HP. For like 5 mind and 5 endurance, basically. Alright, let's orange. Hopefully it's a shard and a skidoo. See, there's a lot of times in the DLC where the shards and skidoos will overlap. Damn, son. Get outskilled. Where, like, a shard and another item will overlap because the shards are added in. But these have very limited spawn places. Okay, it is just a shard, which is fine. 5 shards. We're a third of the way there already. Now, I don't know if I explained this when I first set up the rules. Oh! Messmer Soldier. Chill, dog. Jesus Christ. God. I'm out of fucking nowhere with that. Those Messmer soldiers are a fucking menace, dude. I swear. Ah, the perfect ash of war for you. Do you get it? It's because it says no skill. Oh, I'm so funny. What do you mean it's not the two-handed sword talisman? Alright, so we got the thing there. We just gotta go to the south of the ruins now and pick up the shard. Not shard, but the, just give him some space. There's a statue back here. Oh my god, it's a lobster over there. Alright, just be cool, lobster. I will memory of Grace 30k away. To not have to deal with your ass. You fucking get out of here without... What are you... Oh, it's you. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Let's go back to High Roads Cross and think for a second. Okay. So, we are currently at Skidoo 9. Yeah, we're at Skidoo 9. I don't think I have another one waiting. Shadow Keep is the next big location to go through. There's a Mikola Cross over here, along with Fort Reprimand. Is there anything else by Fort Reprimand? Let me see. No. So I think we're... until we go down to Bonnie Village, we're basically done with Shadow Altus here. So we can either head into Shadow Keep. I think I'm gonna head south. We're gonna go to Fort Reprimand. Not because we need to go to Fort Reprimand, but because just getting the cross there real quick. I'm also really avoiding going to Bonnie Village because the jump down to there is sketchy as fuck. And I'm bad at it. So we'll get to Bonnie Village in the Church District eventually. But for now it can chill on its own. We do get insight into another boss here. You get to see what's going on over here. It looks like we have Omen Killer, maybe? Damn, these guys fucked each other up. I think it is Omen Killer. Which is... It is Omen Killer. Okay, cool. Opaline Heart tier is probably the best defensive physic tier in the game. So we absolutely take those. Now, how do I get up there is the question. So Omen Killer, that fight right there is typically a Ghost Flame Dragon that's fighting against a bunch of Knights. So the Knights are also your enemy, but they're also an enemy to the Dragon. So they'll sit there and fight the Dragon until you get in range. And then try and sort some shit. So the Omen Killer's actually just going around murking the enemies out there. And I guess his aggro radius tickled ours for a second. I don't know how to get up here. Is there a tunnel over here or something? Let's go check the other side of the building, I guess. Yeah, no, I still don't know why that single Crystallian has, like, the widest aggro radius of all time. But it's amusing. I will say that. Okay, unironically, the oil-soaked tier is pretty decent for us. Because our primary weapon deals fire damage. And what the oil-soaked tier does is it surrounds you with an aura where you just kind of sweat oil onto enemies, and when you get close to them, it douses them, and then you deal 20% more damage with your next fire attack. I don't think it's quite good enough to replace the bubble tier with, but it's okay. Until I get to the Spirit Springs down here. Pretty sure there's some Spirit Springs. No, the Spirit Springs down here. How the fuck do I get up there? Do I have to go into the castle or something? I don't think so. I should get up there. How do I get up here? Actually, it looks like we might be able to get up there through here. Well, let's find out together, shall we? Yeah. No, you literally just walk up here. Yeah, that's fine. And then do you walk across? Actually, I vaguely remember you can't walk across this. Like, the rocks are just not made to be traversed. That's a ledge. Let's not jump off that. Yeah, like, there's a whole bunch of invisible walls here. Like, you just can't latch on to anything. Yeah, I just do not remember how to get over here. Let me go back down, go around, see if there's anything off to the side. If not, we'll just head over, and I guess we'll go through Bonnie Village. Well, yeah, maybe we'll go through Shadowkeep first. Because I can almost guarantee we're going to have to go through Bonnie Village, unfortunately. Because there's a lot of stuff blocked behind Church District, specifically Gaius. Right, I now remember how to get up there. Nice. So, Commander Gaius is locked behind Shadowkeep, which is 6 separate checks, because you've got Gaius himself, and then the 5 Skidoo fragments that are in the chalice behind him. Or in front of the chalice, after his arena, you know. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go back to Bonnie Village and just rip the band-aid off. See if we die to gravity. Right. This should be another shard. Yep. Let's say unless it's just like a random legendary that's trolling me. 6. Messmer shards. Before we go to Bonnieville, though, I'm gonna head back to Round Table and check the Remembrance of the Twin Moon Knights before we pop that. See if it's worth anything. Oh, and Malekith's. I forgot about that. No, they're both garbage. And any new equipment of champions? Still no. Well, I would like to say we have officially dodged a majority of the game. Or gone through a majority of the game and still dodged finding a sacred seal. Even in a dedicated faith build. Can't find a fucking sacred seal to save my life. It's okay though. B-Blade is more than enough reason to just play a faith build by itself. Okay. All right, let's find the pathway to Bonnieville. You know, I might clear out a good amount of this area and actually find the pathway down that's supposed to be traversed. See you, Basilisk. Huh. Cough poison in my mouth. Shooting arrows at me. Oh no, it's that thing shooting spikes at me. You stand sprinkle flower very carefully and very aggressively. It seems counterintuitive to be both careful and aggressive, but it works, I promise. Sanguine Noble? What are you doing here? With your massive fire resistance and bleed buildup. Oh! What the fuck? Okay, got that guy. Just seen it coming because it's literally my answer to everything of like, how do you do this? And a cumbug? Bro, there were some annoying ass enemies here. Miranda Flower, Depraved Perfumer, Sanguine Noble, and a cumbug. There's a Deathblight guy over there. Okay. Let's see if we can't get... Oh, is this the spot? Is this actually the spot? You know, my god. It might be. Oh, I think it actually is. Alright, here's the problem. One of these falls is lethal. Typically what I do is I jump to that ledge over there, that rock wall over there, and I'll, like, cling on to something over there and then drop to the floor. Wrong direction to get off Torrent. Thank you for the miniature heart attack, you motherfucker. Okay. Alright. I think it's that ledge right there I can jump back and land on. And then we can jump down safely after that. So let's do that. Slowly inch off. And to bed. Wow. Thanks, Bonnie Village. You're a real treat. Yep. Missed the jump in Bonnieville and died to fall damage. You know what? I'm going to go back real quick. Instead of just immediately leaving. I'm going to go get that jump. I'm going to figure that jump out. It's how actual runs work. Is you practice things that you die to. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to go fight Radon. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of the run. Like, we did quite well. I'm just upset at this fucking jump. Because that wasn't the jump. I tricked myself into thinking it was the jump. This is the jump. Like this, that's how you get to Oh my god, I'm so dumb. This is the tunnel to Bonnie Village. Like, I was up there. You jump down there, jump over here, jump down here, go up this way, ignore the light flickering, and this is Bonnie Village entrance. Okay, well, yeah, like you said, gotta figure it out at some point. Let's go fight Radon. I'm curious to see how Blasphemous Blade fares against Radon. I'm gonna say I didn't enter the arena. And it's just starting the cuts. Is it gonna put me inside the fight? It is. Oh shit. Okay. Divine Beast dancing Radon. Hell yeah. So there's actually not enough room to dodge this. So I need to have much more red if I ever decide to fight Radon. And maybe I can just spam it. If he decides to run away from me. My concern is the size of this arena, though. Because Radon has that move that just flies in the air and slams down here. And kills you. Oh shit, you can't just strafe that in the face too, I forgot. Okay, so yeah, it definitely remembered the door was open, but I didn't expect it. I just expected to zone in and there be a fog wall. I didn't expect to zone into the cutscene and go into the fight. So that's actually another interesting little tidbit of information. That was rude as fuck. Yeah, if something scary's in here, I basically just have like a single free mulligan. But it's one of those like, alright, yeah, you have to go in next time type deals. I'm still way too close for this. Yeah. Stamina. Yeah, for sure. And the only reason I ever would have come back here was to fight this boss again. So, I mean, there's no real, like, concern about coming back here on accident and getting stuck in the fight. Again? Oh, how did that reach me? Okay, this is my concern here. Is this arena's really tiny, and I don't know if I have enough space to get away from this. Okay, I mean, I have enough space to not get hit by every hit of it. Yeah, so this is totally doable. I'm out of red. But yeah, this is definitely doable. He's dead. So B-Blade, good against Radon. Who would have thought? We get one whole skidoo for that. But yeah, again, we are over skidooed for this. Like, when I first showed up here, I had 5, I think. So an extra 4 skidoo blessings is a lot. One thing we can also do... Was it 3? Okay, I thought it was 5, but yeah. Even worse. Oh yeah, that's right. We had 5 when we got to Rolana. Yeah, so I had 3. So... definitely would have been taking significantly more damage. We come through here. This is a Revered Spirit Ash, which is not something you typically would come get unless you're doing a summons run, or a run where you're utilizing summons. But this is another important item check here, after Divine Beast. Alright. Well, that's what I wanted to do for the practice. So, I guess we're back to rolling. Feels bad, man. I need this back again. Go. Truly, truly unfortunate. That's how it goes. Where's my... Oh. Thought I left my drink on the floor. Yeah, I think I did fix that already, but thank you for reminding me. Yeah, that's off. It's that one right there. So don't forget the weapons. What do you mean don't forget the weapons? Yeah, that's a little broken. It's only supposed to do the ones that are in the DLC, but that is what it is. I mean, we're very likely to find the bell bearings anyway along the way, so it's not really that big of a deal. Because we'll just, you kill a thing, you get a fuck ton of money for it, you go buy the stones, and you upgrade the item you want. It's really not a thing. Goodbye, Sekiro. Hesitation was my defeat. Well, being stupid was also my defeat, but here we are. Ooh, I like a Beastman's Cleaver. Alright, let's see what we got. Beastman's Cleaver and the Horned Warrior Greatsword. Okay. Oh, wow. Take your time showing up, why don't you, over there? Alright. Fire Knight's Greatsword, also a fantastic weapon. Celeria's Tree, also an excellent weapon. Alright. Milady, again, an excellent weapon. Anchor, excellent weapon. Okay, we finally found one that doesn't have a good weapon. Glaive, pretty good. Buildable off jump too, which is always a solid choice. Celebrant's Cleaver is not good. And Guardian Sword Spear, also an excellent weapon. Okay, so we've got really, really good options. Kind of leaning toward Vagabond. I haven't really used the Fire Knight's Greatsword before, so I'm down to give it a shot. And Celeria's Tree, it's going to be really hard to equip with this class because it has such low faith. And then Milady, obviously. We could do like some sort of a bleed build with this, since we have a decent amount of Arcane to start with. So we're thinking Warrior. I'm down for Warrior. What do we have here? We have Ancestral Spirit Horn, Money, Rune Arc, or Consumable Golden Vows. I think we'll just go with the money. 6,200's a lot. We remember the weapons. Alright. Let's do this. In memory of the fallen. 07s for the boy. We are overloaded. Can't jump. Can't roll. Can only walk. Oh, man. I think this is like 21. Alright, so this comes with Stamp Upward Cut, which is actually not that great. Hopefully we find, like, Flame Lance or Flame Skewer pretty early on. That would be a huge pickup for this. This weapon does have this Zweihander moveset, so we get the nice poking heavy attack, which is really good. Hello? Ah! Is it Gideon? Oh my god, I think it's Gideon. Oh no, it's Emir. Okay. That's less exciting. Yeah, we're just gonna die here though. Oh no! I thought it was Gideon because he came out with like the same stance that Gideon has whenever he's monologuing. But Gideon's not a spawner. He would definitely have been standing there. Alright, so we need 22 strength, so 15, 2 more dex, and then 4 faith. Alright. Somber 6. Already looking good. And I'm pretty sure this is a smithing weapon, so we're going to be looking for smithing stones. Got a magma worm. It is not Theo. Theo has red on his face. I have the cool shield. Yeah, I had the Tarian thrusting shield as well. Do we want to build that instead? We can totally build that instead. We would need like 2 strength and 5 int. It's lower requirements. Some extra stamina.
And I can also that you're not then why not I am Carly.
We can sell one of those. We only need one. Alright, so we got 5 and 6. We already picked up a 6 though. So we got Somber 5 here. Really cheap tier. Golden Horn Tender for, I guess, Grail. A very normal obsession with dueling shields, you say? Okay. So is that a yes, we want to build the dueling shield? Or... I'm down for a dueling shield run. We just did... So, the Fire Knight's Greatsword is another faith weapon. So, the further we get into the run, the more and more likely it will be that it gets replaced by Blasphemous Blade at some point. Because you see, it's got that 12 faith requirement. It's got split fire damage and faith scaling. Like, it's much more likely to be replaced... Yeah, okay, you get to live. Arrow Soaring Sting Talisman, you say. I will say this, though. At the moment, I'm looking for a weapon that has a decent weapon art. Or a weapon art to replace, or to put on this one. Because we just picked up the Blessed Blue Dew Talisman, which is... absurd. It just gives you passive FP regen. So I can just, like, if I was to find Impaling Thrust or something like that, I would use that in a heartbeat on this weapon. We've got Tails, Melina. Tails is yellow, right? It's like an orangish yellow. He's yellow. Yeah, Pikachu Melina. We can go with Pikachu Melina too. Alright, so we needed like 2 strength. And some int as well. Hinoka's Guard Naginata. I mean, yeah, it does have a similar motif to it. Alright, so we should be good on strength. So this should deal real damage if I swing it now. Yes. Okay, so we meet the physical requirements for this weapon. Because we can actually deal damage with it. Once we get the last 2 points of int, we'll also meet the intelligence requirement, and we can... A, not spend a fuck ton of stamina to swing it every time, and B, actually use it as a weapon. Wow. Rude as fuck. Oh, do we have a super vibrant torrent? I didn't even see. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, torrent. Someone took the... I don't know. My mind wants to say, like, transparency, gradient, hue. Like, there's, like, 12 different words in my brain for what I'm trying to think, and, like, they grabbed that slider and cranked it all the way up, but I legit can't. I don't think any of those words are correct. Also, I'm glad that Frostlobster decided to be cool, because he could have hit and frostbitten us in one hit and probably killed us in one shot. So I'm glad he decided to be cool for a second. Alright, nutty Ashes of War to find would be Impaling Thrust or Piercing Fang.
You were just thank you. I was when I ended up. Oh, when they and so this is all I hope. Or
that would be ideal. One of those two. Cragblade is also always just good. We can't parry with these. Alright, shields online. Look at that. So, big find now would be the Glintstone Wet Blade. Or some cold Ash of War that we could use, like Chilling Mist or something like that. If we could get if we can get Frostbite build up, we can go kill Grail. Or, you know, if we just find like a Morning Star or something, or Uchigatana, something to bleed, we can do that too. But we have a fire damage weapon. Even though we don't meet the requirements to have it deal full damage, it will deal at least one fire, which will reset the Frostbite on Grail. So we're set up for that. We do have quite a few checks before we get to Grail, though. So it's unlikely that we even fight Grail tonight. Speaking of fighting Grail tonight, I need to check when I need to be at work tomorrow. Because we can maybe do a little more setup if I don't have to be in until later. I'd have to be there early. It's annoying. Alright, well. Quick setup it is. Go as far as I can. I want that money. Yeah. Well, strength tier, check on the road on the way to the graveyard. Graveyard, War Master Shack, Alex. Saltwater Village, graveyards, Third Church. Get the Bezique. Down to Fort Height graveyards, into Weeping Peninsula. All in a day's work. Rot Grease. Smithing 2. Poison Bloom. Oh! That's what was shooting at me. You don't get to live. Yes, sir. You are a DLC enemy. One that hits hard at that. We can also look for some other intelligence weapons, something like Glintstone Chris or Moonveil. Darkmoon Greatsword would be the big one. but that has much higher requirements than I can beat right now.
Your despite. Yeah. Takes me any interest. All I know. Now's the time.
Winged Sword Insignia is a good one to keep an eye on. He also has a Somber 7 and a Smithing 1. I'm going to grab that so I don't forget about it. It's also super cheap, so it's not a big opportunity cost. I don't have any way of getting the money I need for the other stuff there, though, so... Smithing 5. You want some fruit? That's not what that is.
Hello? Can you hear me? Help me. Oh, I at these. Just give me a good smack from the rear with something nice and big, and I'll pop. Don't dally. Give it your all.
And I'll pop.
Oh, that's well.
Jam cheer. He wants me to give him a smack in the rear with something nice and big so he can pop. Don't dally. I don't know what kind of music you're into, but there is a band called Ninja Sex Party. And they do a lot of parody comedy style music. Well, there's also a prolific content creator called Ego Raptor who teamed up with Ninja Sex Party to make a band called Starbomb. And I hope you're familiar with them if you're familiar with NSP. That is... Oh, that's Commander Nile. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, they recently released their, like, 3rd or 4th album, Starbomb. It has a song about Elden Ring. It's called Kiss the Elden Ring. And it's all about Alexander, basically. The Warrior Jar. Would highly recommend listening to it. Not only is it a fucking bop, amazing song, but it's quite humorous as well. El Bandito garb. Sure. You know, I'm not sure. Hey, it's the helmet you told me to be nice about. Should we wear it? Is this our drip here? Fuck it, we've all. Oh yeah. Forget. Smithing 2's locked down now. We had 3 of those. Horned Warrior's great sword. It's a good weapon. Dancing Blade of Renat is not great. We do have a Fire Knight Sword? True. But we're not using the Fire Knight Sword. Because it's another Faith build, and we just did a Faith build. To be fair, if we run into Blasphemous Blade, we're probably playing a Faith build again anyway. We have it? We do have it. Yeah. We had the Fire Knight Short Sword last time. Also, this helmet has the incredible bonus of reducing the cost of our spirit summons by 15%. So, you know, got that going for us. That is the wrong side. Yes, I am. I am quite the big fan of metal bands and shit. This is why you kill the wildlife. That eagle just dropped a smithing 4. It's like if we never don't have access to smithing 4s now. We just punch some birds to death. Problem solved. I feel like you had a segue to this metal band question. I am awaiting. Somebody to. Again, of the Sombers, I would prefer to find 3s and 4s super early. Well, A3 and A4 super early. Because we're gonna wind up finding the Somber Bell Bearing before we fight anything, really. Oh, we got a prettier hat. The Stormhawk King? Wow.
Dear cast, well, you please, I'm angry.
Another smithing 1. Dude, we got some super cheap upgrade materials here. There's a pocket here, which is nice. I'm gonna grab this rune arc. This is really cheap. And I want to go ahead and have that extra HP. Oh. Here we have a friend firing at us. I see you over there. Well, that tree is no longer covering my ass. Goodbye. Okay, so now we have a Foulfoot and a Bartender. Jesus, dude. What's your damage? Leave me alone. Actually, don't know what his hyper radius is. I think I ran past him on the way to the merchant, so we seem to be fine here sitting at the Grace. So it might have just been running past him up there. Enemies over here look okay. Alright, we got the bearded hat. What's going on in here? There's a cum bug over there. Not a big fan of that. There's a boom rock here. Oh, hold on. We got the Morgoth drip. Second. No, go away, dude. Hell yeah, we are Hobo Santa now. Ripple Crescent Halberd, you say? Not poisoned, hell yeah. We wanted to go with a bleed build. That's a pretty good weapon to do it with. All right. Let's do a little quick drip check here. We are looking mad homeless right now. Hell yeah. Alright, I am eagerly awaiting the follow-up here. Dang. Not another swimming for. Oh yeah. Get fucked right out of the air, flying spider scorpion bitch. Let's go. Another somber 6. Okay. Oh. Rude. That also did like negative damage. Somber 7, we no longer have to get from Bernie. That's good. But listen to Ailstorm again. Hell yeah. Ailstorm's awesome. Have you ever heard their radio version of Fuck with an Anchor? 'Cause that shit is hilarious. Yeah. Silly Saucer, that's the one, yep. Play that for my niece and nephew sometimes. It's amazing. Oh. Oh! Okay, hold on. We might have to do the Faith build small. We can commit to this for the early game, but we did just pick up a seal, which is something it took us... We literally didn't find in the previous run. So we might have to try it just out of obligation. Oh. Okay, no, I was kidding. I don't want it. Just the crab hit me for over half my health in one swing. Well, at this point, it's probably going to be a respec into Faith. We'll commit to the int build for a little while. But I've already put the points into... It's only 5 points. It's not that bad. But I would like to get some HP at some point. Uh-oh. We might have a problem. Or we no longer have a problem. And Fire Knights has a pretty substantial requirement for us to invest into before getting HP. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. If we get some good mobs spawning with Grail, maybe we do it.
My name is a servant, but I swear my good
Because we'll get some extra money.
The servants, they've since come. I fear it's least.
Or if, like, we find Rick in Dragon Barrow or something like that.
Thank them, please.
Some Remembrance money would also be nice. And we get some Remembrance money, good spawns with Grail, or Rick in Dragon Barrow, then we can maybe humor the Fire Knight's Greatsword. Or if I just find an Ash of War that's worth it for it as well. Because like currently we don't have a good Ash of War for it. Swing 5s, or 5 swing 3s, excuse me, which is better, in my opinion, especially for this point of the game. I don't know if Charge 4th counts. I'm going to grab this Banished Knight's Greatsword as well, because it's really cheap and really good. I mean, Charge 4th is better than Shield Strike, I guess. So, I guess we can grab it. With Shield Strike, literally, I can press R1 to swing my weapon, or I can press L2 to swing my weapon. That's what Shield Strike does. Costs no FP, just lets you use your basic attack like you normally would by pressing L2 instead. Also, now that I think about it, this is not an intelligence weapon. The magic damage on this is dog shit. Like, I'm getting +2 damage from my scaling on this. Actually trashed here. Alright, remember this? No. Garbage spell. Got it. Elf to the game is back. I mean, I suppose it's technically back. In this very niche scenario, it never left. Why is Death Lightning trash? So it's actually, as a spell, it isn't trash, but... Oh, hello, Ghost Flame Dragon. The reason it's not good is because there's a spell that's just it, but better. Actually, no, I want it to be Nightfall so I can check the other Night Boss, too. Which is Ancient Dragon's Lightning Strike. ADLS is significantly better than Death Lightning, because it does more damage. But the thing that Death Lightning has going for it is that it does status build up for Deathblight, which is useless in PvE, because... the only thing that can be Deathblighted are NPCs. And there's very select few NPC bosses in the game. Is that... Oh, it's Rykard Phase 2 over there. Okay. Cool. Hey, yo, can I get that Blasphemous Blade? I unironically like go aggro him just to get the Serpent Hunter. Not to use, but just to have, so if we run into Phase 1 somewhere that we can see, we can equip it ahead of time. We've got a handful of decent options right now. Like, the Banished Knight's Greatsword, unironically, is a really good weapon that we could use right now. So if we run into an Ash of War like Stormblade, or some such like that, we can do that. Alright, I'm going to aggro Rykard and hope I don't instantly die for it. I shouldn't. I didn't get Serpent Hunter. Awkward. Oh right, I've actually heard about that. You only get Serpent Hunter if you find Rykard in an arena. Like, if I walked into the boss arena in Castle Morn, it would give it to me. But in the overworld, it doesn't trigger the boss event to give it to you for whatever reason. Which is a little silly in my opinion, but what can you do? We'll finish weeping. We'll do Limgrave here, and then be done for the night. Because I do have to work tomorrow for a very long time, unfortunately. Some extra money there, which is good. No, we finished the last run by weeping. We're a little smudge about the run, not gonna lie. Ooh, that's actually good looking armor. Yeah, I would fully support that decision, to be honest. We're really looking mad fresh here, yeah? Well, unfortunately, no remembrance money yet. We do have a few checks left, but a little light on cash. We have picked up a few runes, but nothing substantial. No, like Newman runes, or Heroes runes, or America's runes. America's rune would honestly be like... the only thing better than America's rune would be like Melania's Remembrance, or Consort Radon Remembrance, like one of the 50k ones. So the only thing that would be better than America's, because America's 80k, and the slightly worse ones would also give 80k if we duped it. That's just more work for the same 80k. Yep, seed. Okay with seeds in the early game. We need them the most right now. Really cool if this merchant just, you know, sold me Godric's Grave Room or something. That'd be tight. I'd be about that. How do you feel about that, Mr. Merchant?
How can I help?
Not very cooperative, unfortunately. He was not feeling it. those move faster than I think, right? Alright, so no remembrance. Persistent, whatever I was in combat with. I got pretty far away. We got Beach Merchants, and then I think that's it. Got all of Limgrave now. I guess we have upgrade materials to get all the way to a plus 11. Technically a plus 13 because we can just kill eagles until we get the plus 4 or the spinning 4 we need. And then we'll have the single 5 for the plus 13. The edgy katana. Parry shield. Ooh, the rickety shield is plus... Oh wait, this is also a bleed weapon. Alright, cool. We have bleed for Grail. And a parry shield, all in one. What a fucking legend. And then Somber 5. Double shield in it. Hell yeah. Okay. That is, yeah, I mean, okay, let's just go Cobra real quick since we have the shield done. I know what you meant. I'm also sleepy. But you have more reason to be sleepy than I. It's up at 5 a.m. in the morning, as opposed to another 5 a.m. Sorry, 4 for you. Oh dear. I don't know if I can safely open that door with him charging at me. I think we're gonna have to just not get the grace there and go back from the Third Church instead. That is a duelist though, which is pretty bucky easy. Somberbell, good. So we can definitely come back here once we have a little HP on us. A little bit of meat on the bones, as it were. Can't tell what that is in the bridge. It might be Clean Rot Knight. Oh. Hey, Melina.
Forgive me to determine if you
definitely looks like a single Clean Rot Knight. Unfortunately, these enemies are super easy, but at the tuning that they're at right now, super dangerous. So that could be a problem. Let's check the round table shop, see what's going on here. Before we hard commit anything. We have Giant Hunt. And some seeds. Okay. Giant Hunt, I think, can go on this weapon. If it can, we have ourselves a run. If it can't, I know it can go on the Fire Knight's Greatsword, so we might be swapping to that. I grab the super cheap seed, since we had 302 runes and it costs us 300. Alright, I'm not even going to read Giant Hunt, I'm just going to come over here and see if I can equip it. Oh, we're edging. Hold on. I'm gonna add those to my flask. Gotta accidentally back out of the menu and go back in again. Hey, let's go. Alright. Now that is an Ash of War worth building around. Okay. Now let's see if we can make a derail and get us some HP before we die. So is that Clean Route Knight or Clean Route Duo? It is... It's called the Carry and Thrusting. It's a single Clean Route Knight. Oh my god, this is the freest fight. This is the Carry and Thrusting Shield, but it is the Thrusting Shield weapon type. There's another weapon called a Dueling Shield. Which is in the same Thrusting Shield category. Another Smithing 5. That's plus 14 right there. Is that Godskin Noble? Or not Noble, Apostle? Somebody orange and walking away. That is indeed Godskin Apostle. Okay. Not doing that. Absolutely not. No siree, Bob. I mean, it's a fine fight. Apostle's not that hard. It's just... You know, not something I want to do when I'll get one shot. Alright, if we could crest this ridge and see Promised Consort and have it not aggro, that would be ideal. Oh. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. That's Mimic Tier. This is actually free money. It actually just can't deal damage to me. So let me get my foot out. Gotta eat some feet. That's why Giant hunts. Woo! Look at that free money, baby. Tasty feet. 120k for basically free. Dragon Barrow scaling does not fuck around. Like, you get a lot of money here. Like, we got more money from that than we're going to get from killing the giant dragon. Put that in perspective. Alright. 30 big. Let's see if there's anything defeatable around here. We can definitely script a Vulgar Militia. Some zombies out here. Yeah, I mean, we got some easily scriptable fights here. Check on top of the skull here as well. I know I'm not going to be able to kill Grail fast enough to double dip the foot and the mimic tier kill, so I'm just going to see if we find something good here. Somber 4. That constitutes is pretty good. Now this guy should be bleedable. Oh yeah. Versus... Oh yeah. Bleed. Please. There. You didn't see me, it's okay. Hit me, actually. What is that last one about? It's just a soldier. Alright. So I'm gonna go for the soldier first. The zombie's just gonna kind of shamble, as you would expect a zombie to do. Holy tanky Batman. Oh shit. Oh shit! Okay, that was a lot of damage. Oh god. No, that's okay, we're good. We're just gonna script it with Giant's Hunt now instead of letting it attack. There we go. Problem solved. Alright, so now we eat the horn. Boop. Punch there. Alright, about 75k for that. Should have used the horn on the mimic tier, being honest, but lesson learned. So, do we go Iron Knight's Greatsword or stick with the thrusting shield? I'm kind of down for just the shield run, to be honest. I want to get the one-handed requirements so we can do some parrying. Which I believe was 17 strength. Yep, 17 strength. We have the 13 dex and 15 int, so we are good to one hand. So this scales... Let's go upgrade it real quick, and we'll see how the scaling looks as it upgrades. Because right now it's got D and everything, but that D is a fucking lie. So let's see if we can find if it's better for strength or for dexterity.
You're No más loud, you're
Just kidding, I don't have enough smithing ones. Alright, I'm gonna go park in Pharaoh, and we'll figure it out tomorrow. What's the faith requirement on this sword? 12. I'll go ahead and put the 12 faith in, and put the rest in other stats. So, do that. We'll get endurance up to 15 as well. Alright. And that'll be that. If we decide to go into the Fire Knight's Greatsword, we have the stats for it. Sorry, we're minus 2 decks for it, but everything else is good. We can level up a couple points of dex for damage next time on Dragon Ball Z. Alright, well, thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed. We are dead again. Unfortunately, lucky stream number 13 was not lucky enough. So we will be back tomorrow for attempt number 21, and we'll try it again. Until next time, hope you guys have a wonderful evening. And as always, take care of yourselves, stay beautiful, and don't do the thing I would do. It's a short list. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. Until then, bye-bye.